Good evening, my cherished settlers. Gather close and lend me your ear, for today marks the dawn of a new chapter in our storied lives. Before us lies a land of untamed potential, a canvas upon which we shall paint the future of our dreams. With steadfast hearts and unwavering resolve, we shall transform this wilderness into a thriving haven, a testament to our courage and our unity. First, we must secure the sustenance that shall fuel our endeavors. Let us till the fertile soil and sow the seeds of prosperity, ensuring that our tables are ever graced with the bounty of the earth. With each harvest, we shall fortify our bodies and spirits, for a well-fed people are a strong people, ready to face any challenge that may arise. Next, we shall raise lodgings to shelter us from the elements, humble abodes that shall become the heart of our community. With timber and stone, we shall craft homes that echo with the laughter of children and the warmth of a family. Let these dwellings be a sanctuary, a place of rest and refuge after a day's toil. But what is a settlement without the means to store its treasures? We shall construct sturdy granaries and storehouses, safeguarding the fruits of our labor against the whims of fate. In these halls, we shall preserve the abundance of our harvests, ensuring that no season finds us wanting. And so, with food secured, lodgings raised, and storage built, we shall embark on the grand endeavor of production. From the sweat of our brows and the strength of our hands, we shall forge the tools and goods that shall define our legacy. Let Nymeria be known, far and wide, as a beacon of industry and innovation, a place where dreams take root and flourish. Heyo and welcome to our first episode of Build and Battle Season 4, where we will build a beautiful medieval city while battling off bandits, brigands, and no-good doers. Last episode, we kicked off Season 4 Build and Battle with a premiere of Episode 0 featuring our new gameplay settings, map, and tentative layout plans and the thoughts behind those very plans. So if you happen to miss that last episode, then click on the info card above, or if you're looking for a new Manor Lord series to binge watch, then check out the entire Build and Battle Season 4 playlist located in the description below. In today's episode, we're going to kick off our new settlement of Nymeria by giving our initial settlers their required logistic buildings and homes. We will also then start our first production lines necessary for our future growth, namely food and lumber. We will then finish off today's episode with a market to supply our small settlement with their necessary needs. So are you enjoying Build and Battle Season 4? If so, hit that like button, subscribe, and let me know in the comments what you're most excited to see in the upcoming episodes. If you can't wait to see the season unfold, consider becoming a channel member for exclusive perks, emojis, and early access to the videos. Also, don't miss out on our Build and Battle Season 4 merchandise featuring this season's coat of arms linked in the description below. Alrighty, I'm wicked excited to start today's build, so grab your beverage of choice, kick back, and please enjoy. The very first buildings we need to construct are our logistic buildings so that our food does not spoil and we have workers moving goods along the production lines. Now, back in Season 3 of Build and Battle, I adopted a new method of development where we build our production buildings and then wrap burgage plots around and nearby those production buildings, constructing just enough to employ those said buildings. Therefore, we are going to grow this area slowly and start by constructing a small storage house and granary. We will then start constructing our burgage plots, ensuring that we have room for 6 families to move in. Should we find the need to increase our storage capacities, we will then add more burgage plots at that time. So let's start by getting our logistic buildings constructed, and we will meet back up to add those actual burgage plots. Alrighty, now that we have the storage buildings in place, I actually want to specify the goods these storage buildings will keep based on the production lines that will be constructed in this area. So starting with the granary, I want to keep only fish. Because of this, I really doubt we will store enough fish to warrant upgrading the granary. With that done, we will also then upgrade the storage house, and for this one, I'd like to store some firewood and planks as we will be producing these units in this area. Alrighty, now with those nitty-gritty technicalities out of the way and our storage units ready to go, let's construct our burgage plots, and as I mentioned, I want to ensure we have room for at least 6 families. This will ensure we have ample room to fully employ our small logistic buildings, but will also take care of the housing of our 5 original settlers as well. Now let's jump into building our first production line, starting with the lumber production, as that is honestly the backbone of pretty much every other building we are going to need going forward. Since our settlement started on this side of the river, I'd like to use this patch of forest to construct our first lumber production site. Ultimately, I might construct 2 of them so that the lumber can be moved throughout the territory faster, but we will see how much patience I have in the future, at least in regards to watching the ox, pull the logs back and forth across this territory. So this lumber village will also consist of a firewood camp and a saw pit, as we will need fuel to keep our settlers warm, and a saw pit to eventually build all those beautiful bridges that we gained access to at the start of this map, and just honestly with the patch that gave us this map in general. So let's start by adding in the lumber camp and a burgage plot to employ it. I really only think we're going to need 2 families for this, as I find we accumulate a surplus of the logs after a time, and I really don't want to destroy this forest, and I wish to keep it nice and lush. Now let's work on our firewood production by getting a firewood camp in, and once constructed, we will provide a family a burgage plot to work this camp. I think part of the reason I like this method of building so much is because we can assign the family that moves into this burgage plot specifically to the production building we want to employ, and therefore we are more efficient with our workforce, as the employees don't need to walk across the entire territory, honestly, to go to work. Okay, finally, let's construct the saw pit and the burgage plot to employ this production building, especially since we need to get on some food because one of those rainstorms really hurt. Once again, I can't imagine needing more than one employee at this time, and honestly, we really don't need the planks just yet. I assume this map is going to be very plank heavy, so I figured we would start storing them for now for future builds, but really the planks aren't. I mean, they're necessary for the coops, but I wouldn't say they're absolutely essential this early on in a settlement. Now let's start our first food production line, starting with our fishing huts. We have a rich deposit of fish, and honestly, I kind of rank this resource in like a C tier list, but I can't deny that the assets themselves are beautiful. So we are going to start with a single fisher's hut for now and ultimately expand in the future episodes. Once the fisher hut is in, we will meet back up to build the burgage plot, as I cannot actually remember how many employees the fisher hut can employ. So let's jump on in and let's build the hut first. Okay, so we can hold 3 employees in this fisher's hut, and I think we're going to max that employment. So let's wrap some burgage plots around that fisher's hut, and if you haven't noticed yet, I'm ensuring that every house has a backyard for chicken coops in the future. This way we also have a passive amount of food coming in during our winter season when the pond is frozen over, and this will assist with the food supply as well. And honestly, as I'm thinking about it right now, I will probably actually edit what the granary is currently storing in this area to ensure that it's storing the eggs as well. Alrighty, so as I mentioned, that pond is going to freeze over in the winter. Therefore, I want to start a small village around our wild game deposit as well. This one is going to be a bit painful to build as it's literally on the opposite side of our territory. Therefore, I'm going to build the camp, a small granary, a small storage house, and some burgage plots to employ them. I will also build a tannery so we can start producing some leather to clothe our settlers. In regards to employment, each production or logistics building will only hold a single worker, thus resulting in a total of 4 families to employ them. I'm doing this because 1, we won't be producing a lot in this area, and the logistic buildings in particular are just to assist with efficiency, and 2, it creates a nice little village for our beautiful medieval settlement. So yeah, let's jump on in and let's build all of this in with one relaxing time lapse. Okay, we're gonna wait on the tannery just for now. Alrighty, back to our pond. I would like this area to be self-sufficient and therefore it needs a small marketplace and a well. So we will add in a well and a marketplace that can hold, I don't know, maybe 6 to 12 stalls. That way, if we upgrade the capacity of our logistic buildings, the family that employs it has the space to set up shop in the market, and we are prepped for additional homes in this little village. Alrighty, everyone, I think that just about wraps up today's episode. If you enjoyed today's episode, please hit that like button, subscribe, and leave me a comment down below letting me know your thoughts on today's build. If you're excited to see the next episode unfold, consider becoming a channel member for exclusive perks, emojis, and early access to the videos. And don't forget to check out our Build and Battle Season 4 merchandise linked in the description below. Until next time, I hope everyone has a phenomenal week.